This is a TLDR tier list for next week's Mutation. This is based on solo play because your ally is a random factor that cannot be accounted for. Also, this is based on above average co-op knowledge. Mechanical skill is not that important in co-op. Adjust these rankings based on your own knowledge and skill level. First, let's start with Alarak. He's F because he hates power overwhelming. There's nothing really he can do to survive long enough to clear all the buildings. His static defense isn't strong enough to hold until the late game, and his units, if they're defending, will get affected by power overwhelming, which leads to lots of problems in the late game when there are lots of enemies from all angles. So yeah, he's not very good for this one. Nova is good because she does her usual thing. She will get targeted with spells, and if she gets fungal, they will attack her. So be ready to drop a defensive drone to keep her alive for 4 seconds while she gets super cloaked again. Other than that, she should still finish by the third night, maybe day 4 the latest. Stedman is well, yeah, I don't think anything really stops him. So initially I thought that maybe chokers would stop him, but chokers only stop Super Gary. Chokers don't stop Ultralisks. Ultralisks are unaffected. The worst enemy to fight is probably the spotters because you have nothing to hit air. But spotters themselves don't deal much damage, so he doesn't really care. And for this one, I suggest you use P3 so that you get the best oil for all your Ultralisks. Tychus, well, he doesn't last very long on this map, so you have to kind of speed run it. And if you're unlucky with the spells, you get screwed. And also, if you're facing chokers, you're also screwed. So someone who is screwed against one of the 4 special infested just cannot be higher than this. So if you're unlucky, then you're kind of screwed. Against non-chokers, I think you'll be fine, but you also have to speed run or else you're going to get overwhelmed by all the extra barriered enemies. Stukov is super good because tanks are great. They will splash, one hit kill all the things, no barriers needed, and then your infested from P3 will just fight off the spotters if there are any and slowly clear everything. They'll cast spells on your stuff, but you'll have so many infested that you'll be fine. Kerrigan is similar to Tychus. If you're fighting chokers, you're screwed. Kerrigan also doesn't have a very good defense. So Kerrigan uses like lurkers and stuff, or lurkers or ultralisks. And with P1, I guess you could survive longer than usual, but you're not going to survive you're going to be losing a lot of stuff. Her static defense isn't really good. So yeah, you really just have to hope you don't fight chokers, and you want to clear during the day with as many ultras as you can. Han and Horner, normally they're good on Dead of Night, not this time, because the PDDs from Power Overwhelming will just cancel out, nullify your strike fighters, and can't do anything. You can't defend. Your static defense is non-existent pretty much, so bye-bye. Zagara also. Yeah, Zagara doesn't like Power Overwhelming. I would say Zagara has a higher chance than the other two. Battle launchers are fine. I think it's actually doable, but I don't know how likely it is. It's really horrible to play against. You have so many units against people who cast AoE spells. Your banelings are just gonna turn into the splitter banes, and yeah, it's not great. Raynor is pretty good. Raynor's not good with clearing, and another problem with Raynor is that while taking a long time to clear isn't necessarily bad, he might take so long that he runs out of money, and when he runs out of money, he can't repair. So with tanks and stuff, you do still need to repair. And yeah, so also I think he may have some trouble against stanks, but other than that, he's still very solid because he has bunkers and he can repair them. His tanks deal tons of splash damage and AoE, so also very good. Manx, super good. He just uses his standard defense at home, ESO the rest, and he doesn't really have to deal with Power Overwhelming that much. Artanis sucks against Power Overwhelming, so yeah, he also sucks on this map, so see ya, he's at the bottom. Dehaka, I would say he's okay. The problem he has is that he doesn't have any good static defense against power overwhelming. But if you go P1 Tyrannosaurs with P1 Tyrannosaurs and you eat like biological units, you keep your guys healthy and you can survive quite a long time because of that. So that makes him decent at least. Against chokers, I guess you could just summon pack leaders to fight them. I don't think chokers grab ultralisks or Tyrannosaurs, so that's good. Yeah, other than that, I think also his clearing is not exactly anything special. So yeah, he won't be able to survive past night 6, I think, if you don't clear by then. Karax, obviously, very good here. Barrier makes things a little worse. You should use your orbital strikes to take out PDDs. So be careful of PDDs because they will make your cannons shoot like nothing. They'll nullify your cannons, not your monoliths though. Phoenix has been done, but I couldn't do it. So yeah, it's it's a terrible experience using Phoenix. So don't use him. Vorazun is surprisingly okay. You just survive and then time stop, clear an area, and as the game goes on, you'll clear more and more areas with your shadow guards. Beware that they will still cast spells during time stop, so you may get black hole or something and waste a lot of time. The enemy special infest that you fight do matter. So if you're fighting like chokers, your life is gonna be a little worse. If you're fighting kaboomers, also kind of bad. But you're mostly gonna be using DTs and staying at home anyways. So yeah. Swan, of course, very good for this because Swan he has good defense and he just clears the map slowly. Eventually you'll just concentrated beam all the things and yeah, he'll kill everything eventually. Abathur is pretty good. His problem is the first night, as with all Dead of Night maps. He doesn't have much in during the first night except Toscan Nest and maybe one Brutalist getting a second. And later on, you'll have lots of swarm hosts and you'll pretty much survive and push through the whole map. You don't really need to focus on clearing until you get a bunch of swarm hosts. And once you have enough, you pretty much can survive all the way like to whatever night you need. And Zeratul, of course, is super good because he can trap the artifact and then just keep getting stronger and stronger as the nights go on. That's it for this tier list. You can extrapolate this info to your duel runs. Good luck with the mutation.